Alright folks, we're back out here in the shop again. This is going to be part 2 of the barbecue slash smoker build. Just to recap, I'll show you what we got done so far. We've got all the chamber and the smoker box welded solid and welded together. We got the baffle inside the box to divide the firebox from the smoking box, or smoker box, I'm sorry. As you can see, there's the baffle. That's where the heat will come back through the top part of the grill. And this is where the heat will go through the bottom part and go all the way through. Right now, what I've got setting up here right now is some 1/4 inch by 1.5 inch cold roll. We're going to cut this tacks off. I've got the top of the door and the bottom of the door already cut. I went and picked up some more steel. I picked up some 1.5 inch by 3/16 flat stock. It's going to replace this piece and this piece down here. We're going to make the frame that goes around the doors, and also the frame that goes around the doors for the smoker and the firebox. So let's get you set up and we'll get busy. Alright guys, I've been plugging away on this thing. Let me spin you around here and show you what I got done. There we go. I've got the barbecue grill door cut out, and I've got the seal that goes around it. I've ordered some barbecue gasket to go inside of the seal. What I've done was, this is 1.5 inch by 3/16. I got half and half. I've got 3/4 underneath this. I've got a line cut. I got 3/4 of it right in the middle. And I ordered a 1/2 inch by 1/8 gasket. So I have a 1/2 inch all the way around this. So it gives me a 1/4 inch to play with. But what I'll do is I'll pull this door off and put the gasket on it, and then I'll put the door back on and I'll weld my hinges on. It'll have 2 hinges and a handle up front. But to me, that's been the hardest part to do, because I'm not very good with angles through here. But I got it done. I've got 1/2 inch showing, or 1/2 inch showing right here, all the way on each side, all the way over here. Other than that, that door is done. It's just, like I said, minus the hinges, the gasket. I'm waiting for that to come in, and the handle. Now we're fixing to jump on this door, these 2 doors here. These will be a little bit easier for me because I've already got those cut out. When I cut out this door frame, I'm going to call this door frame. When I cut this section out, I kept what sections came out of here. So this will be a 28 inch door, and that is a 16 inch by 18 inch door down there. I've got both of those right here. Let me move this piece of metal here. There's the 28 inch door right there, and there's the other one right there. So all I'm going to do is put the trim around it. I'm going to get a little fancy on it, and I'm going to cut the trim for that at 45-degree angles on every corner. Alright guys, I got this all squared up. Measured from off of this corner to that corner, from that corner to that corner. I got it perfect. So now what we're doing is throw a couple little tacks on here. I've got a little piece of 3/16 thick metal. I'm going to keep it flat with this main piece here while I'm tacking this. But for now, I'm just going to go around here and put 1 tack on each one. That way it doesn't move around on me. And then I'll start putting the 3/16 piece underneath the other lip of this, so it keeps it nice and flat when I weld it. I don't want to try to curl down. Now all I'm fixing to do is I'm going to take my grinder and I'm going to bevel in these corners all through here, and then I'll weld it all in. I'll take this piece of metal over here, the longest one, and I'll put it right underneath the corner in between here, right through here. I'll show you. Just clamp. That way it keeps it nice and flush on all four corners, just like that. And I'll clamp it on each side. After I bevel it, I'll clamp it on each side. And this right here will be flush. It's already flush right now, but this will just ensure it to stay flush. And then I'll put me a nice bead right through there. So we'll get that done and then we'll come back. Alright guys, let me show you what it looks like. That's what it's starting to look like. I got the door on it. It's just sitting on there though, as you can see. That'll also have the gasket going all the way around it. I'll wait until I get the gasket, put it on there, and then I'll weld my hinges over through here. It'll have a latch up top and a latch down here, and then the firebox will have one latch, but it'll also have some heavy duty gasket around it also. So you get the ideal. The next thing we do is after we get the hinges on, we're going to start working on all the grating. I've got one more door to build for that firebox, and there's no need to show you. It's the same thing as the smoker door, but it's getting kind of late, so we'll wrap this video up. This is just going to be a quick one. What I'm going to try to do is, instead of having a shelf on here that is all the time raised up, I'm going to try to make it to where I can lower that shelf down if I want to store it away or something, you know, give me a little bit more room. Alright, I'm going to show you real quick what I got done. I went ahead and went to my local Tractor Supply and I bought 6 hinges. They're a little expensive, but I think for 6 of them I gave $35, taxes and all. And then I found this cooker here, this fish cooker at the flea market. It looks a little rough, but we'll clean it all up. What I'll do is the legs will be cut off of it. The only thing I'm going to use is, well, I'll use all of it besides the legs. The circle right there will be mounted on the inside of the shelf at the end of it right here. I've also got this door here mounted with the same hinges. I spent a long time turning some 1/2-inch cold roll in my lathe, and I didn't like how it turned out, so I went and did this. As you can see, it does have the gasket material on this door. I don't have the firebox door on yet, but you can see it's 1/8 inch thick by 1/2 inch wide. I have started putting the grating, the rails for the grates inside of here. What I'll do is I'm going to have this spaced out every 5.5 inches. There'll be a shelf. There'll be 4 racks in here. So that's that. I still haven't gotten the handles up top and down, you know, down at the bottom yet, but I will have. As far as the lid, I got it all cut out and it works great. Still got to put a handle on it. You can see, and it won't open up that much. I'll put a stopper behind it. I do have one of the racks done. I've got to build me a keeper right here. That way when you slide your rack out, it don't fall down. But I've got one rack done. I'll pull it out. Let me show you here. This is 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch square tubing with mesh on top. You can see, works out great. the grate works out great. Anyhow, let me move this out of the way here. You can see I've got the tuning plates down inside of there. I've already built the rail system for it. I've built the grate rails also for the bottom shelf. There's the hole right there where the heat, you can actually slide these down. Let me see if I can remove this. There we go. As you can see, that's the hole at the bottom right there. It comes from the heat box, from firebox. Sorry for the loud clanging noise. And then it goes through the bottom right there underneath all those tuning plates, comes up this end, and it comes across all your food. Then it goes back out that right there and goes up through the smoker. I'll have a stack up here, and I'll also have a stack right here coming up. That way if you want to barbecue, I'll have a charcoal rack down in the bottom of this. So you can barbecue just inside of the barbecue chamber itself. You can close that. I'll have a door on that. You'll be able to close that one and close the bottom one. Open your vent just a little bit and your barbecue can go through there, or you can use it as a reverse and build your fire over here and let it all come through. But that's how it's starting to take shape. I've also got the gasket material on this one. This stuff works great. All I got to do is I've still got to get the handle on there, build the other bottom grate for it. I've already got my steel cut out over here for it. Right here. And then I've got some more mesh right here. But I'll get all that cut out, get it all welded together, and we'll finish also putting all these in here. I will show you a couple little details because I'm actually, like I said, I'm doing mine. But what I did was I took my angle finder and I set it on top of here. I zeroed it out. I'll show you. Give me just a second here. What I do is zero it out. Just like that. And then I'll open the door. This is how I did all this to make sure everything was true. There we go. As you can see, 0.1, I'm just fine with that. And then I did the same thing for the other direction. I would just turn it around sideways like that, zero it back out again, and then I would bring it back inside, and I would tack weld it right here because I knew I wanted it right here, and I would just tack weld it first, and then I would put it, let me clean off the bottom of my magnet here. I'd put it like that right there. And that's, to me, that's just fine because it's going to grade down to the back just a tad, so the juices will all flow into these plates right here. Well, it doesn't matter if it's grading to the back because it's got mesh. But anyhow, that's just fine. 0.4 off, I'm okay with that. Then I did the same thing once again. I would flop it around this way, and I would zero it out again. Just like that. Then bring it back inside of here and stick it on this one. That way I knew everything was true. I did that way for all of them. And that's exactly how I did this grate back here. I would stick it up top of it right here, zero it all out. You get the gist of it. But my grates are, let me see. I don't mind giving you a couple measurements of this because I did modify it to suit my needs. Like this grate right here is going to be, it'll end up being about 17.5 inches long by, let's see here, by 32.5. So, and the top one will be just a little bit shorter, but that's how I got it all done, guys. I'm hoping you're enjoying this build. I'm enjoying building it. It's the first one I've ever done, but like I said, this is not my design. I watched a video on Alan's Welding. He does these, and he does an amazing job at them. So that's why I decided to go ahead and tackle it and build me one. So props to him. God bless each and every one of you all. Until next time, have a good one.